Is now a good time to buy a home or not? Well, the main answer is it depends on your circumstances, but let's talk about the market to see if it makes sense. So right now, as a buyer, there's way more inventory than we've had in the last 5 years. It's similar to inventory levels we had between 2015 and 2019. And in that market, what we saw were sellers were more willing to negotiate on price and sellers were more willing to negotiate on concessions. Concessions are things that go towards your closing costs or to buy down your interest rate. Now, the downfall of the market right now is the inventory that is available. A lot of it is not great inventory. A lot of it is more motivated sellers in terms of they have to sell because they're moving out of state, they've lost their job, so they maybe haven't been taking care of the property as much, and it's not usually the turnkey beautiful homes that you usually want to see when you're shopping for a house. The other downfall of shopping right now is interest rates are 6.75%, which with a $500,000 purchase price puts your payment about $3,300 a month, which is quite a shock where most rental payments are closer to $2,400 or even less. So that is one thing to consider. The perk of right now versus waiting for interest rates to come down is because sellers are more motivated, you have buying power. When interest rates go down, which I do think they will go down, but I don't think they'll go down anytime in the next 2 to 3 years. So it needs to be a payment you're comfortable with. But when interest rates adjust, a lot more buyers who are sitting on the fence who can't afford will come back into the market and you'll have a lot more competition. And that's exactly what we saw in 2020, 21, and 22. So depending on your circumstances, are you going to be here for the next 3 to 5 years? Are you steady in your job? Is it not going to change location? Because if you buy a house in Payson and now your job's in North Ogden, that commute's going to be insane. Where if you are working in Payson and you love Payson, it's a lot easier to stay in the area. I would not be buying a house if you are not planning on being in the area for work or for school for the next 5 years, because it does take time to gain equity for the cost of selling your home or keeping it as a rental. As always, if you have questions, reach out. I'd love to chat about your personal circumstances on if it makes sense or if it doesn't make sense. And I want to be your real estate guide for everything.